Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I'm your host, the Voice of Reason. So, in today's video, it is going to be titled Attack Drones Over Tigray. Attack Drones Over Tigray. So, why am I calling this video Attack Drones Over Tigray? Well, we know when the Ethiopian Eritrean military operation started against the Tigray state government, that precision-guided munitions were utilized, most likely coming from drones. So who supplied those drones? Where did those drones come from? What sort of capabilities does the Ethiopian Air Force and the Eritrean Air Force possess? So let's look. So this is one of the primary air bases inside of Ethiopia. And you can see we have hardened shelters. And then obviously over here where most of their aircraft are being kept. So you can see on the tarmac, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Su-27 fighter aircraft. Now these are predominantly used as aerial interceptors, so in case of conflict with traditionally Eritrea or another neighbor, these would have been flown against Eritrean Soviet-made or Russian-made aircraft as well, such as the MiG-29 and the Su-27, which they possess, meaning Eritrea. You can also see here, these are 3 Su-25 Frogfoots. And supposedly, the Ethiopian Air Force also operates versions of the MiG-23, which is used as a multi-role bomber for the Ethiopians. Now, the MiG-23 that the Ethiopians utilize doesn't really have a precision-guided ability to attack targets. The MiG-23, the Su-27, and the Su-25 Frogfoot that the Ethiopians use traditionally do not carry sensor pods or attack pods. These would be like lantern or sniper pods. These are attached to the aircraft and then are used to observe ground targets, track moving ground targets. They have thermal imaging optics inside of them, which gives them the ability to see very good at night. And we don't believe the Ethiopian Air Force possesses sensor pods for these aircraft. So the Ethiopian government precision strike ability really consists of free flight rockets and what we would call dumb bombs. The pilot guesstimates and drops his bomb where he thinks the bomb will hit the target. And it's not the most precise, not the most effective. You can hit bases, you can hit airfields, you can go after roadways and columns using this method. The Su-25 also has guns that can be used in a direct ground roll as well. But again, just specifically having those precision-guided munitions, which are guided by global positioning satellites and lasers, the Ethiopian government, for the most part, does not have that capability. The Eritreans. Well, before I start with Eritrea, I will say that when the operation started against Tigray, it is reported that MiG-23 fighter aircraft were moved to an air base over here. And that's Bahir Dar, if I'm saying that right. Again, if I'm mispronouncing it, I apologize. But the MiG-23s were moved to this air base, and as were Su-27s to attack targets inside of Tigray. So the distance is a bit shorter. So going over to the Eritrean side, they also possess a fewer number of Su-27s and MiG-29s, and none of those possess what we would classify as a precision strike capability. But where the precision strike capability of the Eritrean government does come into play is the foreign forces stationed inside of Eritrea at the Assab Air Base. And these are most likely Wing Loon 2 drones provided by the People's Republic of China, which the United Arab Emirates use. These do have a precision guided strike capability. Now, we've seen reports that no one has observed a drone conducting strike missions inside of Tigray. Well, you're probably not going to see a strike mission being conducted from the ground by a advanced drone system, because these drone systems are going to be used a lot of times at night where you can't see them, and they're going to use their their advanced electro-optic pods, their thermal imaging optics to identify targets on the ground and then guide a precision guided bomb or a missile, much like we have seen in the Azeri Armenian conflict over Nagorno-Karabakh. So we believe at this airbase, this area has been used to locate Chinese-made attack drones. And if the United Arab Emirates was involved in conducting strikes against the Tigrayan forces, I really believe that the United States needs to look hard at UAE as a defense partner in terms of giving them access to advanced weapons. And I think this may be one of the reasons why the F-31 Lightning was being withheld from the United Arab Emirates, because of the possibility that they were involved in operations inside of Tigray. What are some other options? Who else could have been involved in helping Eritrea and Ethiopia use advanced drones inside of Eritrea? I'm sorry, inside of Tigray. Well, one would be the Chinese. The People's Republic of China is looking to make bases along the Horn of Africa. It is a strategic area, and it definitely would like having the ability to project power. And in the future, this area would become important, because if there was a conflict between the United States and China, China would have the capacity of basically shutting down transport into the Red Sea, thus negating movement through the Suez Canal. That's why this area is so important. And I believe that a People's Liberation Army clandestine UAV unit could have been moved into Eritrea or Ethiopia and could have been used to attack targets inside of Tigray. And we're not sure if either of those two issues occurred. The idea that Ethiopia possesses advanced attack drones has not been reported. There's no satellite imagery of, or current satellite imagery of these advanced drones at some of Ethiopia's major air bases. It's not heard of yet. But again, I think if the United Arab Emirates were involved, we have to look at the procurement of the F-35, and I apologize, I misspoke earlier. I called the F-35 the F-31. But yeah, the F-35 Lightning should not be in the hands of UAE if they are launching these sorts of clandestine strikes against Tigray.